Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we all? How was our weekend? Lovely to see you all. Our third week of doing these grids. Beautiful. We started on the first week gridding for cleanse. Last week we gridded for compassion. And how was our week with compassion? Did we find that we needed that grid? Did we feel that there were times when I could do with some compassion right now? Let me know how your week has gone. Today and for this week, last Monday, I chose the card Courage. That is what we are gridding with for today. Courage. So again, at home, think of that word courage. What does that word mean to you? And then go to your crystal buddies. Which crystals are calling to you when you resonate with the word courage? Which ones jump out? Which ones give you a little wink and a nudge? We're all different. So I've got together my crystals for courage, and we'll make a grid for those. Good morning, Shadi. Oh, I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. It was an amazing weekend, as it will be in Glastonbury. Absolutely amazing. And we did really well, which caused for us to, well, for me, to have a few pink gins and lemonades last night. I don't know how I got home, but I woke up this morning next to my hubby in our bed. So I'm calling that a good all in all weekend. Good morning, Carolyn. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Morning, Janet. Good morning, Kerry McCarthy. Hope you're well. Good morning, Eddie. Leslie, good morning. Sam, good morning to you on YouTube. I can't seem to get any sound. Oh, there is no sound until 9 o'clock. I always come on 5 minutes beforehand and there is silence. And that's just for people to find us. That's to give people a chance to come on board. So there will be no sound. So don't you worry. If there's no sound at 9 o'clock and after, then start to panic. But you'll always hear me after 9 o'clock. Good morning, Anne-Marie. I hope you're well. Leslie, my weekend was wet. Say no more, hun. Say no more. That sounds like a good weekend to me. Anna, good morning, sweetheart. Lovely to see you. Hope you had an amazing time in Glasgow. My tooth is still playing up, so I'm unable to make it. On the phone to a different dentist today. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. It was so good. It was so good. And actually, I'm a little bit like, because Labradorite was a bit of a big hit. Some of you may have seen the big freeform that we had. That's gone to a new home. The sphere has gone to a new home. So Labradorite is going to be our crystal of the week this week. And I'm quite short on Labradorite pieces. Oh, heck. So yeah, that's not a concern at the moment. We'll be fine. That will be fine. We can cope with that. So, but yeah, it was amazing. So good. And it was nice because I always monitor what crystals are going out, what is going on in the world, what's going on in the community. And I'm sure you've heard the story when we went to the healing weekend. Our delivery from Brazil was late and we actually picked it up en route to going to the event. And me and Mr. Moo spent so much time weighing and pricing up. And in that delivery was 2 kilo of raw lepidolite, raw pieces of lepidolite. Over the 3 days, it all sold. We came home. That lepidolite didn't even make it to Dan Rock's HQ because we picked it up en route to the healing weekend and we cleansed it, weighed it, priced it there, and none of it came home, which meant to me lithium. People needed that lithium. People needed that calm mind. This time at Glastonbury, it was all across the board that was going. A lot of black tourmaline, but a lot of sacral energy, a lot of third eye, labradorite, iolite, demortarite, sodalite. And I'll be doing my top 5 at 5 on the third eye crystals today. So yeah, it was really quite nice. It was nice to see such a varied different crystals. So people are starting to work on their own now rather than as a collective. So lovely to see. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to duck down. I've gabbled on far too much. And I'm going to do this grid for you guys at home. If you've got more than one of a certain crystal, grid with it. Do a grid at home. It doesn't matter how many crystals you put into a grid, how little you put into a grid. It is the intention that is the key. That is the main thing. I don't tend to use single crystals in a grid apart from the center one. I'm a little bit anal and I like symmetry. I like pairs or 3s, 4s, 6s, 8s. Like to work it in that way. So courage. What do you guys think for courage? Hopefully we don't need it much this week, but if we do, this grid may help you. So in the center, just like on this card, in the center of this card, there is a beautiful red jasper. So in the center of my grid, I too have gone for red jasper. It's that beautiful grounding. I call it Mother Earth's blood. It's that mineral that goes around Mother Earth. And for us, we could take this beautiful energy around our blood system. So if we need courage, red jasper, feel it feeding your veins, feeding your arteries, going from your feet, slowly giving you that courage that you need all the way up to the top of your head. So yes, definitely that's going to be there for my courage. My second crystal is gold tiger's eye. Beautiful. And it is that courage. I mean, tiger's eye of the tiger. If you think of Rocky, where that Survivor song became famous for, the eye of the tiger. He was in that boxing ring. Whatever you are facing in your boxing ring, draw on the eye of the tiger with tiger's eye. Bring in that courage. And a lot of time with courage, we need strength. Red jasper, gold tiger's eye, strength is there as well. We also get a little bit of protection with tiger's eye as well. So if we're having to box, we've got our gloves on. We're not going to be doing any bare knuckle fighting. Next, malachite. And we're keeping these heart system here. We've got the hearts with the tiger's eye. And we've got the hearts with the malachite. Just to give a little softening with that shape. We're getting courage. And remember, when we get courage, we normally find confidence. but we don't want to overstep the mark and make that confidence become cocky. So heart shapes I feel drawn to, because for me it's just gives that softening energy. And malachite there standing in your power. When we did the solar plexus, my top 5, malachite was there, drawing out anything that is stopping you from saying I can or I do. It takes courage to say I can. It takes courage to say I do, especially if you're saying it at an altar. You know, if you've got your dearly beloved with you and you're having to say I do, to take them vows, you're going to need a lot of courage. So beautiful there with the malachite, tiger's eye, and malachite. And then next on is the turquoise. Oh yes, moving up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up, boom, 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 boom. Moving on up, moving on up. I'm moving on up, yeah, moving on now. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving, moving. Time to break free. Is that where we're going? There we go. So there we've got turquoise. Courage in your voice. Sometimes when, it's okay having courage in your grounding, to have courage in your solar plexus, to have courage in your sacral. But sometimes all of that bubbles up to your voice and you think, oh, not only do I have to walk the walk, I'm going to have to talk the talk. That takes courage. Bring in turquoise, grandfather of the voice. And again, we've got that protection. And it's just that protection, just to blanket over those words, to allow them to come out, to allow you to feel confident. So a beautiful crystal there to allow you to speak your voice, be heard. If you're talking to a crowd of people and, then bring in the turquoise. Beautiful. Then for the outside, the crystal of the week, Labradorite. Labradorite is coming here for courage to make its appearance on the board. But it won't be for the first time, because being so it's the crystal of the week, it's going to be with us all week. Labradorite is there. Let me just get rid of that banner. Bruce Banner, be gone with you. Moving on up, moving on up. Do, 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 do. Moving on up, moving on up. So this is for spiritual. Your spirituality. Your third eye. Open up your third eye. Meditate with Labradorite. Let it show you what you need to accomplish to gain your spiritual abilities. What do you need to grow in to harness those gifts? So again, even in our mind, we need that courage to, okay, I want to break free. I want to break free. That's what, that's what I got. I mean, Actually, it was Labradorite. Labradorite was the crystal I connected to in my 20-week crystal awareness course that I did in 20 whenever. It was actually Labradorite that I sat and connected with when the message was clear that the partner I was with was just a friend. And that energy was no longer for me, and making me change myself and to transform myself. So yeah, and I can remember in that meditation knowing what I had to do, and for me to sit there and holding on to the Labradorite and going, if I do what you are showing me, don't leave me. Don't ever leave me stranded. And you know what? It's nearly 10 years on since that day. And Labradorite has been out by my side all the way through. Friends have come and gone, but Labradorite has never let me down because I followed what it showed me. I put my trust in a crystal. I put my trust in a rock. And it never let me down. So it gave me that courage. It gave me that strength to, this is what I need to do. I need to transform. I need to change. And it's been with me ever since. Good old friends. So yeah, Labradorite would always be in my grid for courage. Next, bringing in that drive, bringing in that passion with Garnet. Garnet is sitting there holding that fire, because sometimes we just need that fire. We just need that activation. We just need to get up and ready. Yes, that's just courage enough to get on with a creative idea, to get on with life, whatever it is, to overcome an obstacle. We just need that fire in me belly. And once we've got that fire, then we can go on. So Garnet is there for that, for the courage. Bringing in two there, aquamarine and chrysocolla, to work with the turquoise. They are there for the voice. Aquamarine, to go with the flow. Don't worry. If you're somebody who's used to being in control, if you're used to somebody having a routine, having a regimented deadline, and all of a sudden you find that you no longer got that safety harness, you no longer got that routine, don't worry. Just go with that flow. Again, another speak your truth crystal. Bringing in with that wrecking ball, breaking down any blockages that is stopping you, and putting that with chrysocolla. Beautiful female energy. Allowing it to give you the courage to walk, to talk. Love chrysocolla. It is very much centering as it is for your voice. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you are having to walk your walk and talk the talk at the same time, chrysocolla, for some reason, it just gives you a warrior stance. And I really feel it in my feet with chrysocolla. I really feel that, poof, that stomping, yes. I have the courage in my feet, and then in your voice as well to speak it. And then going along the edges. Don't know what happened there. Bear with me 1 second. It would have helped if I put my charger in. So, let's just have a little chatter for a minute. Oh, Monday mornings. Not only did I need a charge, but my phone needed a charge. So don't forget to let me know. What crystals would you have on your grid? Think about your situations at the moment. What have you faced in the past? What you may be facing at the moment? Do we need that courage? And what crystals would we bring to our table? If you haven't got multiples of crystals and you've only got one of each crystal, what crystal would you carry around with you? If you've only got single crystals, then carry them. Put them on your bedside table. Put them under your pillow. I know a favorite for many people is in their bras or in their pockets. What crystal would you use? I know we're live. I want to enter the studio, thank you. Here we go. Oh, it's always good on Monday morning, isn't it? Monday mornings come to teach us. There we go. We're all ship-shaped. Just wait for it to get into focus. So the last crystal to put on is Ancestral Light. These are beautiful hematite is in this. So I was thinking, sometimes what we need is to connect with our ancestors, connect with those who walked this path before us. And we just need to realize they must have had some challenging times. If you reach out to, if you think about your ancestors, what they went through, they didn't have all the mod cons and all the things that we have today. And if they could walk the walk of life, then I'm sure we can. So sometimes it's just about finding that confidence, the courage within our ancestral linkage. It's very hard to think of courage and not think of confidence, to think of courage and not think of strength. They all do wrap around quite easily. So that is my grid for courage. But looking at it, there is a lot of testosterone over there. There's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of strength. So I am on the outside. I am just going to bring in some beautiful selenite moons. If we refer back to the courage card, there is selenite on that grid. Just to bring in some cool, calm, peaceful energy. Because I don't want us to get courage to go off and start our own battles. I don't want us to have the courage to start our own fights. We don't want to start anything here. And looking at the grid, to me, it looks a little bit like a Friday night when the pubs and clubs are closed and you got your dirty kebab, and all of a sudden there's that test of male strength happening on the street. A good old Friday night pub fight. So I'm just bringing in the selenite moons there, just to deal with your own stuff. Find what you need courage for. You might not need any courage. You might actually, at this moment in time, Dan, I'm perfectly fine. I'm on the good side of life. But there might be things that we need. Testing times at work, testing times with family, friends, lovers, home life, social life. We just need to find that bit of courage. So that's my grid. So coming over to your ideas. Is there a crystal on that grid that you thought, never thought of that? Or is there a crystal you're thinking of and thought, damn, would you not have used that crystal? I mean, there is so many crystals, and I perhaps wouldn't use this many crystals for confidence, for courage grid. But they all, for me, scream courage. So I'm bringing them all in, which is why selenite is there, just to be like, all right, kids, calm down. Let's, like I said, I'm bringing all these, but I could perhaps just have red jasper in the middle with the tiger's eye and the turquoise. That's the grid. So, Norma, morning, Dan, and all. I was just thinking of red jasper, using it for my root and back at the mow. I need malachite confidence and strength. Lovely to start the day with these beautiful crystals and all of you. Bless you, sweetheart. Lovely. Yeah, red jasper. I know what to have in my bra when I get married. Bless you. That's it. This, the mantra, the affirmation for the solar plexus is I can, I do. For the base, it's I am. For the sacral, I feel. It's your emotional cupboard. It's your intuition. I feel. Solar, I can, I do. The heart, I love. The throat, I speak. The third eye, I see. And the crown, I know. Dan, what's another instead of turquoise? You can use aquamarine or chrysocolor. But look at your collection. Look at your crystals and ask. And if you haven't got a crystal, then say, right, Dan used turquoise. What crystal is going to come to me with similarities? Not going to be the same, but similar. Ask your guys. Ask those beautiful crystals by your side. Norma, I've had a jasper in my bra all week. There we go. You see? the beautiful love hammocks, making an amazing pocket for your crystals. Yay, love, love Labradorite. I wear this every day. Yes. I'd have the same crystals I carry around: red Jasper, Labradorite, malachite. Yes. Absolutely. Kerry, I wear my carnelian bracelet when I need a boost of courage. Yes, carnelian. Beautiful one. Carnelian would be there. Sunstone is another one. Rhodonite. If we go back to our first week of Crystal of the Week, Rhodonite would be there. It's just not there because I'm giving it a rest after a week of Rhodonite, but yeah. Janet, I have an emergency dental appointment this morning, so hematite is safely in my bra. Yeah, hematite or, Ancestral Light. Beautiful. Anna, loving the grid today. Been thinking about courage over the weekend. Feeling my bumblebee Jasper kick up the ass, and green aventurine will be added on my grid today. Beautiful. Yes, definitely. Imperial topaz to help with confidence. Yes, but you saw how I was at 5 o'clock in the afternoon holding Imperial topaz. There's no way I'm bringing that to a Monday morning. No, no. But yes, that fizziness, that appreciate the joy, uplifting. Sometimes that upliftment. Citrine, it's all about seeking out that joy. Orange calcite, making you smile. If we smile, we can overcome so much. So yeah, Imperial topaz, put that in your bra and smoke it. Norma, I didn't know about Ancestral Light. Learnt new crystal today. Is it sometimes called something else? No, it is just called Ancestral Light. There is one tiger's iron, and that is a mixture of hematite, red jasper, and gold tiger's eye. So you've got 3 beautiful courage, centering, grounding, protecting crystals in one stone. And that's now being called Muggle stone. So if you see any Muggle stone, then that is tiger's iron. Needs a bit of femininity. Yes, it does. It just needs that, Chrysocolla's there. Chrysocolla, she's there and she can hold her own. I mean, literally with all that masculinity there, just with Chrysocolla on that, she's standing there and she's, you bloody behave yourselves. So she's got that covered. But the selenite is just beautiful. And love the selenite moons. Very calming, gentle feminine energy to help balance the testosterone. Yes. You're a fire starter, Dan. Twisted fire starter. Yes. Valerie, I always need courage. Love the Labradorite story and thinking being the addition of selenite at the end. Yes. Thank you, Valerie. Yes. Beautiful. I've never heard of Ancestral Light, but it makes so much sense to be there to heal the links of ancestors. I'm all for that as I've been working through breaking the cycles. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful. I've been wearing my Rhodonite Fox all week for the support. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, Anne. No problem, gorgeous. Anna, could Rhodonite be a good alternative to Ancestral Light to use for healing female? Yeah, because I always link Rhodonite to the guardian angel, that hovering kestrel, just hovering there, looking over you. You may be alone on this planet, but someone is always watching over you. Someone's always got your back. So yeah, bring in Rhodonite instead of Ancestral Light to work through that. Turquoise is another, because it's grandfather, because it's old. Turquoise is another one to work through past lives. Beautiful. Fantastic. Will sunstone have same effect as imperial topaz, but make me less hyper? Yes. Nothing makes you as hyper as imperial topaz. Sunstone does not have that muster, but it does have that upliftment. So yes, beautiful. Beautiful. Shardy loves Mugglestone. How about Gold Sheen? Gold Sheen, yeah, beautiful. Gold Sheen Obsidian would be a beautiful crystal for courage. Absolutely. Right. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Monday morning. I do have a slight confession for tomorrow morning. I'm going to need to be at Tiverton for 10 o'clock to go to the shop because I've got the guys coming to have a look around. So I might not be able to go live tomorrow morning to talk about Labradorite. However, this amazing thing allows me to record. So today I will record to do the video for tomorrow for Labradorite because it'll just be me talking about Labradorite. Please still contribute, still be there, because once I come back, I will answer any of your questions that you've put in the comments. So still be like this. In fact, it might be a little bit more professional because I won't be like, oh, hi, Anne. How are you, sweetheart? Because I won't be seeing you popping up. I'll just be sitting here talking about Labradorite. So yeah, do join me tomorrow morning for that. Join me tonight at 5 if you are free for my top 5 for the third eye chakra. And then tomorrow night at 5, we'll be doing my top 5 for the crown. And then we'll leave the chakras alone for a bit. And I'll do a few top 5 for what have you. What have you. So yeah, but enjoy your day. If you need that courage, look at this grid. Visualize that courage. Focus on one crystal if it's jumping out at you. Hone in on that. Bring that through. So that is our grid for the week. That will go and join me behind me. And yeah, fantastic. Loving it. See you all soon. Remember, guys, if you can't heal yourself, how the hell are you going to heal somebody else? Take care, you crazy cats. See you tonight at 5 and enjoy my cheeky recording tomorrow.